Hello survivors and welcome to today's video. So some really bad news for a lot of people who are playing on console and have been rendering their base in for the last few months, hoping that they'll be able to get a save game files to be able to play their official server game on a single player or a non-dedicated server. So a lot of people have been doing this. People have been asking every week in the crunch, where are the save files? When will we get the save files? All this. Well, last night we finally got the save files. However, if we click on the link that they have given us here, there is nothing about console. Like, there is nothing about PlayStation, nothing about Xbox. It is all PC. Even though it says here, have access to all official save games for all platforms, PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. They're not making things very easy for us to understand, but it looks like you can download your game save files for PC from official, no problem at all. However, when we go to the bit which we had in the crunch a couple of weeks ago and last week, for more information, please visit this page. So let's go to that page. What do you know? Nitrado. Yeah, I'm not allowing cookies because I clicked on what I was accepting, if I accepted allow cookies, and I wasn't keen on what it was saying because I'm not going to host my server. I mean, if you're a regular viewer of the channel, you'll know that the Dino Lord and me quit official a year ago, well, just before last Christmas, and we only started up like a month ago again on official, just to see if we can complete Fjorda, starting with nothing before, you know, the servers shut down, just as a little sort of fun challenge for ourselves. So we don't want these save files. We know that, you know, our servers are gone in a month, less than a month, whatever. So when we come to this page, I'm not going to click on the consent because I do not want Nitrado to have access to all of my shit. But yeah, all it is if you take a look in the background, I don't know if you can see it very well, is them offering you a subscriptions, paid subscriptions, 3-day subscription, £4.24, 20% off with your code, which we don't get for Xbox. I'm an Xbox player, by the way. Yeah, this is all paid stuff. So there was a confusion as to whether we could get the console saves or not. So if we go to Twitter, this is insane, by the way. This is absolutely insane. So everyone's asking, where are the console saves? This is, look, why only PC? When's the time coming for other platforms? Only for PC users. These people pointing out that they said PlayStation and Xbox. And now all of a sudden, apparently if you want a server, you have to go to Nitrado. We cannot play on console in single player. So that's what I was aware of last night. I woke up this morning, I got a notification from Neddy the Noodle's Twitter, and I could not believe this. So this is what he had to say. The official Ark server network saves will be unavailable for console players, meaning that when the servers are shut down, all of your progress will be entirely lost. This means they lied in the crunch, according to the ticket. So someone's put a ticket in. He's obviously put this where it says, on Wednesday, we'll be providing access to your PC saves, and you'll also be able to directly rent a server from Nitrado who can host your PC or console saves. So that is saying that you can rent a server for Nitrado to host your console saves of your official, you know, save files. And yet, look at this response. Thank you for contacting Studio Wildcard customer support. Unfortunately, due to internal policy, we will not be providing data saves for console. What? And then Dolly, who is, if you're not aware, a product manager for Survive the Ark and producer for Ark the Animated Series, has replied to Neddy the Noodle's tweet. I can see how the wording of the CS response could be confusing. The crunch info is accurate. I've asked customer support to tweak the paragraph. So she's saying what we've seen in the crunch about being able to host console saves is actually accurate. However, somebody has replied saying, just a question that a lot of console users are asking, why does it state in the previous crunch that the game save can be used in single player? So people have been rendering until the save to find out you can't. Where is the clarity? So what Dolly has said then is that Neddy's screenshot from the crunch shows the part where we differentiated between options for hosting PC saves and options for console. I'm sorry, I wasn't aware some players expected to be able to host servers on a console. We can't support that with the current infrastructure. I wasn't aware. I'm sorry, what? Like, from what they said, what were we supposed to think? Of course we're going to think we could host servers on a console. And they didn't mention nothing back in the day about having to pay for this shit. So, so either they worded it wrong, we misunderstood it, or they lied. I hate to say it because I've had Wildcard back this whole time with all the Snail Games crap that's been going on. I've been defending Wildcard, so has the Dino Lord, so have many other people. But it feels a bit like we've been lied to because people have been expecting, like this guy has said here, okay? So the wording on this crunch 355 back on March 31st, misleading console players in the hopes of saving their saves by resetting their base for the past 5 months for nothing. There you have it. That seems pretty definitive. we cannot host a server on a console. If you want your official game saves, then you do need to go to Nitrado and rent a server from there. You cannot play it in single player, you cannot play it in non-dedicated, but there's a lot of people who are really peed off, and rightfully so, about this because, yeah, the wording has been wrong since March, if this is the case, you know? I mean, there was one story which was really sad, actually. Look at this, okay? My partner's been refreshing the server with the last remnants of his best friend who took his life a year ago, and he is now told to pay eternally for a Nitrado server, when all he wanted was to preserve the server on a thumb drive as a memory. Are there any other options? Oh, and then they've actually replied to their own comment. They were on an official crossplay server on Windows 10, but somehow only Steam and Epic Game users get to freely save. Anyone else gets this garbage. Ah, so this is that page that I didn't want to open because I didn't want to accept cookies. This should have been detailed when you said the servers could be saved. Oh, this is rough, isn't it? Like, this is so rough. Like, there's been controversy after controversy. Every week, people have been getting pissed off. The fact we haven't seen anything from ASA for weeks, just these community creature votes, which, yeah, great, they look awesome, but are they going to actually come into the game? We haven't even seen anything of the game that they're supposed to be coming into. So, I'm getting a little bit peed off with all of this. I don't know. Let me know if you guys are feeling the same. It's really frustrating. The thing that makes it so frustrating is the fact that it is one of the best games ever. The concept of the game is amazing. The addiction is real, and they are just messing us about. And like I said, I thought it was just snail games, but it seems like Wildcard are wording things on purpose, slightly suspiciously, knowing that the inevitable is going to happen and the community is just going to go mental when they realise what is actually going on. I don't know why they keep doing this. I really don't. I mean, there's some people on here replying to the tweet, and they were actually, like, really supportive people, like, the whole time, like, years and years. You see them popping up constantly, and they are the people that are most supportive, and now they are just fuming. They are absolutely fuming. They're pissed off, and you cannot blame them. But yeah, I realised that some people don't have access to Twitter, Discord, or any of this information, and are still wondering what is going to happen with Ark. So I thought I'd make this video. Hopefully it clears some stuff up. If you do want to rent a Nitrado server, I'm still not completely clear on how to go about doing that because I do not want to do it myself, and I do not want to accept cookies from Nitrado. So I'm not willing to go and check if my server is there and if I can do it. So if you have done it and you've managed to get yourself a Nitrado server with your official game saves on there, please let me know in the comments. How was the process? Was it okay? Are you planning on hosting it for long, or is it going to get quite expensive? Or are you just really peed off that you couldn't play it in your single player and non-dedicated, as was pretty much promised? Yeah, so that's my rant for the day. The Dino Lord's at work, otherwise he would have joined me, and I'm sure he'd have had a few choice words to say.
So the sleeping bag looks, well, it looks a bit like a dick, but other than that, like...
But yeah, let me know your thoughts, and hopefully we get some good news in the coming weeks about ASA. Maybe they really need to show us some really good footage of ASA at this point. They need to show us how good that's going to be. They need to blow us away, because otherwise, like people are saying, this is a sinking ship, and they're just letting more water in, aren't they? But I can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts on this stuff. If you're interested in watching a more lighter side of Ark, then as I said earlier, we have started over on Official to see if we can get Fjorda done before the servers shut down. I know we must be crazy, but the link to our Twitch will be in the description below. We are streaming most of our journey on there, and it's usually a hell of a lot of fun. We do have a great time with chat, and we tend to need a lot of advice from them because we are pretty much going in blind to a lot of these caves on Fjorda. What are we doing? Throw a thyla down and then jump down?
I don't know. I think...
What the I can't believe you just did that.
Is it safe?
So yeah, we do have a lot of fun over there. So if that's something you might be interested in, then hopefully we will see you there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day and take care.
Get the bell on.